This season might be one of the most unpredictable ones yet, as we're bringing a new era of players to the Minecraft Survivor arena. I'm EliteChris35, and let's get to know some of the cast on Minecraft Survivor, the Caribbean. Starting with the MARQUIS tribe, Garrett. The moment he came to his interview, he was just so interesting since he's an up-and-coming rapper while balancing academics to pursue being a lawyer. I think it's a really cool combo, but I think his one crutch is that he's so used to being an entertainer and cracking jokes, it could bite him in the butt if he's having too much fun.
My name is Garrett. Follow my story if you want to journey. We started from the bottom, now we're here. Quoted a great man. Because I have a dream that I'm going to make it to the top. Not only for myself, but for the people around me.
Joseph. For a 15-year-old, he's got a pretty level head. He knows he has a passion for graphic design and has tinkered a lot with his Photoshop skills at a young age, and he's even made his own shirts. He's also well-spoken, so he could surprise some of the older people here.
You know, and I'm usually used to being the top of where I am. I'm going to be a sophomore in high school next year, and I'm going to be one of the lead designers for our yearbook. Usually me being on the top is going to get me to feel like I can be cocky at some points, but I want to try to be as humble as possible.
Asher. He's a question mark for me because he's more on the soft-spoken side of the cast, but he sure is analytical. With how the game of Survivor is structured nowadays, a jury could really go either way with respecting an under-the-radar game or a big moves game.
I'm sort of a quiet person. I'm not very outgoing, so I hope to use that to my advantage in this game by being an approachable player, and hopefully that will get me far just because I think I'll be able to have a good read on the game.
Lizzie. She doesn't really watch a lot of these shows, but she's familiar with the format, so it'll be interesting to see how she reacts to certain twists in Survivor because they'll be genuine for her. I think people will want to root for her because she'll learn more about how this game works, and hopefully will maneuver her way through since she's not that dramatic.
I feel like my strategic like mindset of always thinking 10 steps ahead of people with playing card games will really help me. I feel like I'm too nice to people, and I feel like that's going to hurt me because I'll probably want to trust everyone that says nice things to me.
CORCAIGHER. The moment he said he wanted to create an open cult following in this game and tell people you're either with me or against me, we had to see how this would pan out. I don't know if this guy is actually insane for thinking about this, or a 4D chess master. Either way, he's hilarious.
With me around kids, they love me, they flock to me. I make an army with little children. My personality is definitely gonna make me a massive target. If I do survive the first vote, and people see how much of a douchebag I am, then they might want to take me to the end because the jury won't vote for me.
Timmy. He knows he's one of the older guys in this cast, but he also knows he's gonna have a lot of life experience to help him get through this game. Timmy owns his own restaurant and even played on the Dutch version of Survivor, so he definitely knows a thing or two about outmaneuvering people.
I lead a kitchen brigade, so I have leadership capabilities, a way to have a lot of confidence. I got married late last year to my beautiful wife Lily. We have a baby on the way, so that's why I'm here today. I'm here to prove myself, and today is the day I'm going to give it all and prove what I can do.
Knife. He's really interesting because he hasn't had it easy in life, and that makes him a rootable person since he knows life can knock you down. The one thing I think Knife might have working against him is if he might come off too matter-of-factly with other people.
I am a little unfiltered, so that could hurt me, but I feel like I can keep it real with a lot of people, and I can be their friend, and if they need a friend, I'll be their friend, and they won't see the knife coming.
Jay. He really is a super fan of the show, knowing a lot of facts with just about anything. I know he's going to be jumping in his seat when this game starts, so my hope for him is that he will calm himself down to think clearly with what choices he should be making in this game.
This is a really scary experience for me. In the real world, I participate in a lot of sports, and I'm on a lot of teams, so I obviously have to be social, and I feel like my personality, I can make friends very easily, but I feel like sometimes I can ramble on a lot and get very annoying.
Now let's move on to the Calavigny tribe. Starting with Trevor, he's going to be blunt and headstrong, and very sarcastic with his confessionals, so as a viewer you're probably going to like him immediately or not so much. He's definitely going to have his head in the game, but if one person says the wrong thing that might tick him, he might react loudly. Maybe he might prove me wrong.
I try to be funny, but I think I try to be funny too much, and I think that can rub people the wrong way. I gotta find a middle ground. I'm gonna win, and I really hope that quote comes back to bite me and I'm first off.
You know he's gonna put that in, right?
Oh, of course.
Marty. He's definitely going to be a personality and will be bringing in the sass and the volume. The thing is, with Marty, he says he's going to want to play with under-the-radar players and lay low, but I don't know if Marty will be able to lay low.
I am a professional background actor/actress, whatever I want to be that day. My personality will not help me in this game, but it'll hurt me because I'm very loud and I like to express myself. Because, you know, I don't like sitting back and watching people like, oh, Marty's a stupid bitch. Like, I'm gonna walk up to you and be like, did you really call me a stupid bitch?
Chase. I don't know what the #1 junior ninja warrior is doing playing Minecraft, but Chase is here to put his strategic chops to the test. He's used to pushing himself physically to his limits with being a ninja athlete, so let's see if that mentality can do him favors in a game like Minecraft Survivor.
I've been doing magic for 5 years now, and I've been able to study psychology and perception and manipulation for the past 5 years, which I think is really going to help me out with the social aspect of the game. I've done Ninja Warrior for 4 years now, and I was ranked #1 in the world for 16 to 17-year-olds last year. I'm about to go into my 4th world final. Feel free to follow me on YouTube, Chase the Magic Ninja. Overall, I'm just ready to go.
Killer. He knows how this game works and how to align with people he's comfortable with. My one concern is if he will be able to get his point across succinctly to other players that might not know him.
And I'm going to use my social skills, which is kind of subpar, but still, I'm using my social skills to my advantage. I'm going to make everybody love me, and then at the right moment, I'm going to cut them.
Hannah. She played on Big Brother Minecraft Season 6 last year, and she almost made it to the end, and definitely could have made a case for herself with how she played nice with the rest of the house. However, it's been a year, and I think she's understood how these games work, and she won't hesitate to cut someone loose this time around.
I just try my best to be nice to everyone, and it seems to work. Despite my nice personality, I'm not scared to cut people off when I need to.
Ben. When you hear how deep his voice is, you won't think Ben is 14. And that could be a very good thing because older players can view him as more mature and might want to bring him in an alliance. He's very outdoorsy and hopes to mask his strategic chops with how chill he'll appear.
I do a lot of outdoor stuff in the winter, snowboarding, other summer, spring, fall, I do football, and then camping and hiking in between. You know, there's certain ways to connect indoors and then there's certain ways to connect outdoors. I feel like that might help me, gain some allies in this game.
Kajbi. He's a very nice guy and has a very interesting stance on the game. He will stay true to his word and bring whoever his first day alliance is to the end of the game at Final Tribal, even if it means winning the jury will be harder for him. What I want to know from watching Kaj play is, will this be something a jury would respect nowadays?
Usually when I work at the movie theater, I have to convince people to sign up for membership and all that stuff, so maybe I can use some of that in the game in here. I also think that I'm pretty good at Minecraft, I would say, but being good at the challenges may cause me to be a big threat, so I hope that people won't see me as a threat.
Huffle. I think some people will be reminded of Gamer from Season 3 when they watch Huffle because they're both slightly sassy but know how to get into alliances. My worry is, will he be perceived as too passive if he chooses a quieter route?
In the real world, I do makeup. It's quite a fun time. Follow me on Instagram. Zootopia Obsessed. It gets me thinking outside of the box, which I think I'm definitely going to need with the cast this season, just because everyone seems very loud, over the top, and very forefront of the show right now.
With all of these contestants bringing something different to the table, I think it's going to be hard to watch these castaways get voted out. Watch it go down starting with the premiere, coming to this channel soon.